Hey guys, Callie here with Decks and Dice. We're going to do another box opening video for Union Arena. Here we've got the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War starter deck. So we're going to open it up and see what's inside. So right off the rip, first thing I'm noticing here is that this packaging is a little bit thicker, a little bit more plastic than what we got back in the Super pre-release. But inside the box, you've got the packaging, the deck itself, as well as it looks like a little how to play instruction manual here. I will say, for those of you all interested, okay, and then on the back we've actually got a playmat. Let's take a look at this real quick before we completely move on. But inside, okay, you got the 13 Court Guard Squad captains, at least most of them visible. It's pretty cool. Now, like I was saying, if you don't want to learn off the paper instruction manual that comes in the deck, I have been told that there is an app, just like some of the other Bandai games like One Piece and Digimon have, where you can download that and go ahead and learn the rules of the game there, if that's something you would rather do. Okay. Now, aside from the box and the mat, we have the piece of the starter deck that we're all going to care about, which is the actual deck. So let's take a look. The Bleach starter deck is going to be in the purple color and use cards from Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. So you could mix and match this with cards that you get in the booster boxes and things like that. First up, we have Uryu Ishida as a 1 action point, 0 cost. This comes at 4 copies. Let's stick these up here out of the way. One of your vanilla guys you're going to try to get out a little bit earlier. I say vanilla. When played, you draw a card and then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline. After Uryu, the next card that comes in the deck is an Orihime. When played, return 1 other character on your field with 1 or less required energy to your hand. If you can't return this card to your hand instead, this Orihime does come at 2 copies. Next we have Kisuke Urahara at 2 copies. 2 energy required, 1 action point. If this character is active, it gains 1 energy generation. Then next we have Ichigo Kurosaki. He is a 0 energy, 1 action vanilla for 1500 BP. This Ichigo does come in a playset in the deck. After that we have Chad. Chad is going to come in a playset in the deck. He is a 0 energy cost, 1 action point character, 1000 BP, says activate main. By switching to rested once per turn, this character gains 1 energy generation until the end of the turn. At the end of the main phase, sideline this character. Next up, we have Renji. Renji Abarai comes at 2. He's a 3 energy, 1 action character. Activate main. If on the front line once per turn, place the top card of your deck into your sideline. If you do, choose up to 1 other character on your field. It gains 500 BP until the end of the turn. That will come at 2 copies in the deck. Next up, Tasty Bread. For those of you that watched my box opening video, we did pull some of these out of the set as well. But this is an action, 1 action point, 2 energy cost event. Choose 1 character on your field. It gains 1000 BP until the end of the turn. Choose up to 1 of your AP cards and switch it to active. It also has a trigger to effect. Choose 1 character on your field and switch it to active. It gains 3000 BP till the end of the turn. That'll come in 2 copies in the deck. Next up, we have Getsuga Tensho. Comes at 2 copies, 4 energy, 1 action point event. Choose one character with 3000 BP or less on your opponent's front line and sideline it. If Ichigo is on your field, choose something 5000 or less BP instead. Also has a triggered effect to choose one character in your opponent's front line and sideline it. Comes at 2 copies in the deck. Next up, we have Bankai at 2 copies, 3 energy, 1 action point event. Choose up to 2 of your AP cards and switch them to active. If you have 0 life, place the top card of your deck into your life area as a trigger at 2 copies. Next, we have an Orihime. This Orihime is a 2 energy, 1 action character with double block, 3000 BP, and a trigger. Choose one character on your field and switch it to active. It gains 3000 BP till the end of the turn. This Orihime does come in a playset. And this art style is very much in line with the opener for at least Core 1 of the anime. Next up, we have Kisuke Urahara. This Kisuke comes at 4 copies in the deck, 3 energy, 1 action point vanilla with 3000 BP, and a trigger to choose one character in your field, switch it to active, it gains 3000 BP till end of turn. Next up, Ichigo Kurosaki. This is a 3-cost 1 action point character. When attacking, if this character gains 1000 BP till the end of the turn and can produce 2 energy. 2 copies in the deck. Next, the deck does come with 2 copies of the 4 energy, 1 action Ichigo. This is the Raid Ichigo. You can raid on top of another Ichigo. Activate main once per turn. Place 4 cards from your sideline into your removal area. If you do, draw a card and give this character impact 1. It also has a trigger. Raid, add this card to hand, or if you have the required energy, perform raid with it. The starter deck comes with 1 foil and one non-foil version of this Ichigo for 2 copies total in the deck. Renji is going to be the same way, 1 foil, 1 non-foil. This is the raid. This is not the raid Renji. This is when played, choose up to 1 character on your opponent's front line. It loses 3000 BB till end of turn. And trigger to choose 1 character on your field and switch it to active. It gains 3000 BP until the end of the turn. Again, 2 copies of the Renji, much like the Ichigo. Then you've got Ruki Akuchiki, 4 energy, 2 action. When played, you can place 3 cards from your sideline into your moved area. If you do, draw 2 cards. Trigger, add this card to hand. This is a 4000 BP that produces 1 energy. This Ruki is also a 2. Next, we've got Shino Madarame and Rinosuke Yuki. This card comes at 4 copies and is a 2000 BP vanilla that produces 1 energy. Finally, second to last card in the deck, Ichigo's Room is a sight card. Activate main, switch to resting, sideline this card, draw 2 cards, and then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline with a trigger to add this card to hand. That is also at 4 copies in the deck. And then the last card in the deck is Substitute Soul Reaper of Karakura Town. 1 energy, 1 action. The trigger is to draw a card. It's an event that says draw 2, then place 1 card from your hand into your sideline at 2 copies. And then finally, we have the 3 action points that come with this deck. As your big boss characters are Ichigo and Renji in the deck, it's only fitting that your action points also showcase Ichigo and Renji. Alright guys, well that is it for this box opening. Here's everything that does come in the new starter deck for Bleach 1000 Year Blood Wars set for Union Arena. Hopefully you like what you see here. This should be a pretty interesting deck. I know it's easy to build into the purple Bleach deck that's supposed to be a pretty decent meta deck for Union Arena going forward in Japan. I know it did still see some play even as recently as the last couple of sets that have been released out there. But if you do like what you see, by all means, come down to Decks and Dice and grab a copy of this deck for yourself. I believe they will be available for sale alongside our pre-release event. But if not, they will be available when the game goes live in October. So with that being said, drop any comments or feedback in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Ring the notification bell. Yeah, and thanks for watching.